And we are back. Hi everybody! Welcome back to another episode of the Last Minute Laura Afternoon Show. So, for those of you that don't know, my name's Laura. We get together every afternoon from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. and we do something crafty. We've been doing it ever since lockdowns and all this stuff started, and here we are for another day. Today we're getting started on a brand new project. I haven't even drawn out the project yet. All I've done is a couple of swatches in different types of fabric, in different types of yarn, so that you could see what some different weights are going to look like in the stitch we're going to do. What we're doing today for today's video is we're going to design the vest that we're going to be making, and we're going to do a swatch of the stitch that we're going to be using, and I'm going to do a tutorial, a talk through of that swatch so that you understand the stitch. That way when we get working on the actual vest pattern, you'll already have the hang of this this stitch. So the stitch we're going to be using is the Sultan Stitch. This is what it looks like in Patton's Grace mercerized cotton. That's what I'm going to be using. This one is a Patton's Crochet sock yarn, 4-ply fine yarn. It's got a little more drape to it. I like how this one looks though for summer. I feel like that's a nice breezy look. And then in the Bernat Handicrafter cotton, this is what it looks like. It's a lot thicker, a lot denser. This would be nice for a blanket, like a outdoor blanket, but I think it's a little heavy for what I want to be doing. So before we jump into it today, I just want to remind you, if you're new, join us. Hit the subscribe button. We get together every day, like I said, and we get together in the morning from 8 a.m. Eastern until 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and it's a lot of fun. So hit the subscribe button, the bell, all that jazz, and for those of you that aren't new, you already know what I'm going to say. Don't forget to click the like button down here. Don't forget. It's helpful for the channel, and I really appreciate it when you guys do that. So go for it. Also, another promo of me. If you're a Patreon, what am I trying to do? This is what I'm trying to do. If you're a Patreon person, there is a link to my Patreon down below. For as little as $2 a month, you can support the channel and help me keep growing this YouTube bonanza. All right, so what I want to make is a summer vest. And by that, I mean some kind of sleeveless garment that I don't know if we're going to go long or short, but we've got each other right now, so we can design it together. That's what I was thinking. So before we jump into that, I just want to say hello to everybody who's here. Hi Dina, good afternoon. Hi Crystal. Hi Katina. Hi Nancy. Good afternoon. Candice. Hey AJ. And B, good afternoon. And I think I'm up to date on everybody that's here. If you're coming in, don't forget to like the video. Okay, so I want to make a vest. So I'm thinking, like, if I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath, which is, you know, pretty standard for summertime, that's what we're going to be looking at underneath. Yeah. The idea of hip length. And who all is for fringe? Ooh, I don't hate the idea of having some fringe. Okay, so let's get like a basic vest pattern. We know there's going to be no sleeves, so that'll be flat. And this side will be flat like that. And then I think I don't want to do too much shaping. I do like the idea of hip length though. I was thinking of something kind of like if it was held straight, it would be like a shape like this on the front, but it won't hold straight, so it'll be more like that. Does that make sense? Like it'll have like more of a drape. I don't know how to draw it. Good evening, Frida. Nice to see you as well. Or alternatively, we could just do something like that with like just a tie. I don't hate that also. I kind of like the idea of hip length, but what do you guys think if we do hip length, but at the waist we stop the seam so that at the hip it kind of, you know, like separates from, does that make sense? Where are we going to put that fringe? What are you thinking for fringe? Sorry I'm late. I was finishing sewing a movable sun drape for my pavilion. Wow, that's cool. Movable sun drape. Sounds interesting. All right, now let's get rid of these boobs and all these underlines here. I have some fun news for you guys. Well, it's fun for me. I hope that you think it's fun too. I got another chicken today. So I went and picked up, if you remember, I mentioned that a neighbor down the road, I had stopped at their house because I wanted to see if they would sell me one of their chickens because they had a whole bunch of them in their yard. And the neighbor said, oh, I'll give you a couple. If I have a couple extra, I'll call you in a couple of days and you can come by and pick them up. And today he had one lady chicken, one hen, ready for me to pick up, and she's, I'm going to be honest, she's kind of ugly, but I think that she was bullied. I don't think that she is actually ugly. I think that she's just, hold on, I'm getting pictures sent to me. There we go, sorry. I don't think that she's actually ugly. Oh, also, I don't want this to be a little sleeve or a little armhole. I want a bigger armhole, you know, like that. Because I like those vests where there's a lot of room. Like that. Anyway, she's ugly, but I think that it's just because she got bullied. I think that once she gets some good food in her, I gave her a bath already. She didn't hate it, to be honest. She kind of like handled it, but she's super skittish, and she's red, or like bright brown if you want to make it less fancy sounding. She's like bright brown, and we haven't named her yet, and I haven't decided what I'm in the mood for because she is a scrappy looking little chicken. She's not a pretty one, not yet, but she will be. She will be once she gets her feathers filled in. Maybe she was molting. I mean, there's a possibility she was molting, but she's got a lot of red visible skin. I did an inspection. There were no mites. She had no issues. She was, she's perky and started pecking at the ground as soon as we brought her home. So I'm not really worried about her health-wise. I'm just thinking that she could use a little extra loving, you know? So that's my plan for her. I got my Knit Picks yarn for dyeing. Oh, that's exciting, Lori. Cool. I got a new chicken for loving. And now we're working on, would this leg look? Sorry, I'm trying to think of how this leg would be positioned. Not very good at like anatomical drawings. Sorry, my sisters are just bombarding me with text messages. What is going on? Oh, it's my little sister's freaking adorable puppy, of course. Let me show you a picture of this chicken so you can see. So she doesn't look bad in the photo, but when you look at her next to like my other girls, she's very small. So these are my two. This is Clover and Diane and new chicken. You can't really see because it's focusing only close-ups, farther away stuff. But you can see she's much smaller. I know that she's like farther away from the camera, but she is smaller. Let me see if I can find, there's a picture I thought that I had of all three of them. Nope, it's just that one. Oh, also just here as a gift. Aren't they cute? This is my chickens eating corn. Those are my chickens. But anyway, this one, she's little. She's a little lady. And she's kind of rough looking. She's missing a lot of feathers. Like they're kind of, she's like sparse. You can see her tail is not big and puffy. She's missing a lot of feathers like on her head. She's got like a lot of skin showing compared to my beautiful ladies. Like, look at how these ones were definitely pets before I got them. You can see they're fully feathered, beautiful, shiny. Look how pretty they are. Jeez. Pretty, pretty girls. And then this one, she's a little less pretty. I'm gonna be honest, but I think she's still nice. I think I like her. She's 1 year old, and she was free. I don't know what she is. The owner didn't know. He said, she lays brown eggs. I was like, okay, thanks. And I said, does she have a name? And he was like, no, we have 36 chickens. And I was like, oh, okay, well that's, I guess, a good reason. Although, again, do they get along? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, yeah. So first I left her in the, like, we have like a chicken run that's like fenced up. And I left her in there, and then I was like, my name's Laura, I don't follow the rules. So I took her out, and I let her explore the yard where the chickens were, and they avoided each other for the first like 15 minutes, and then Diane and the new chicken sort of faced off. Nothing too dramatic, they just sort of, they decided who's who, and I think Diane won. So now they're just sort of living in the backyard. I am going to keep an eye on them, and tonight I am going to separate them for their first night together. But yeah, that's what I think, Lori. I think that she was bullied. That's my opinion of her, is that she was not treated well by her friends, not by like the people. They probably did a great job because they had so many chickens. It can be hard, I'm sure, once you get to a certain number to make sure they're all being nice to each other. But that's good because that means she's lower on the pecking order, which is good for me because then I don't really have to worry about her being too aggressive to my already existing little group of chickens. And that seems to be how it is going at this point. It seems like they have already established their dominance. Candace, it was online, and like the red poppy flower. Candace, I really do like that name because she's red. Her bum is red. Like, she's definitely been attacked by other chickens, I mean. Also, hi, Lori, and hi, Stacy. So, I do like the name Poppy. I'm gonna run it by Alex because I told him that he's allowed to name all of the chickens, if you guys remember, and then I just didn't at all honor that. So I'm gonna check what he thinks of Poppy, but I really like Poppy. What do you guys think? She does have a really big red comb on her head too. I thought she kind of looked like a rooster, and I think Poppy's actually a really nice name because she's a little wild, she's a little skittish. And did you watch? Oh my God, Frida! Ugh. That gigantic one, ugh, that made me cringe. That huge one, is that you who sent me that? I thought that was you. Let me just double check. Oh my God, calm down. Not you guys, my sisters. Instagram. No, it wasn't in Instagram, was it? Yeah, it was. My life is confusing. Hold on a sec. Nope. Where was it? Where did you send it to me? Because I do not have. We have a dog named Red. My dad calls me Red. I haven't had red hair in like a very long time. Frida, what video was it? Is it of that disgustingly large chicken? And by chicken, I mean rooster, because that was frightening. Just not what I'm looking for in a pet. Although I guess a lot of people don't consider chickens pets, so there's that. The video is huge, yes, but with lots of great info. It's in our pets. Oh, thank you. No, maybe it was Scrappy that sent me that then. Anyway, there was this rooster Scrappy sent me that was... No, then I haven't checked yet, Frida. I haven't been on the Discord today. I've been hanging out with my chickens and writing a proposal. I did write a proposal. Okay, so Candace, where were you thinking fringe, where you were saying fringe? And what do you guys think of this, like having it be open on the sides? I don't know. I kind of like the idea of it, but I don't know in practice how it'll look, you know? What do you think? And with fringe, are you thinking like at the bottom fringe? Or on the shoulders? Probably the bottom, right? I don't know what you mean, where you would put it. I also didn't even draw her other arm. There. String fringe on the bottom, not tassel type. String fringe, not tassel type. Let's see what that means. Boho, string, fringe, crochet. Let's see if it can figure out what I mean. String fringe. Oh, like that. Oh, that's a cool idea. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's fun. Oh, I see where we could put it. I see what you're saying. Like, we could have it coming all like that. That could be fun. Or do we just go on the ends like a scarf, but not a scarf? Where the fringe is like 2 strands. Yes, I like that. It's a Canadian couple that have documented their first winter with chickens. Okay, I saw the link, haven't done it yet. He's an artist and a builder, so the coupe is slightly over the top. I will check it then. I will, I promise. No, I haven't though. I haven't checked it. I saw the link, but I didn't click it yet. Also, more fun news. I am getting 2 more chickens on Friday. These ones I am paying $10 each for, and they are just under a year old. So they're still, obviously still laying. Make 3, 1 open side, 1 closed, 1 closed with fringe. 1 open side. I'm not making 3 vests, Dina. Jeez Louise. I finally get to sit down and join and get a phone call right away. Well, welcome for the afternoon show. And also, when you get done your phone call, come back. Where the fringe is like 2 strands. Okay, I got that. And also, hi, Whisper. I'm not making 3. Not a chance. No giant chickens, but a small one called Nugget. Aw, a little chicken nugget. Well, okay, let's pause on this. Make 1 with sleeves and 1 without. I'm not doing any with sleeves. It's a vest. We're doing a vest. This is a cardigan vest. But maybe the next thing will be with sleeves. Okay, so I've got my swatches, but I'm going to be doing 1 more swatch on camera with you guys so that you can follow along, and also so that you can like refer back to this and it'll just give you that stitch a little bit more clearly, because sometimes I get into my explaining. So first we have to pick a color. I made this swatch in green, and I don't think I would wear this color. It's a little bit pale. I think I would use it in a colorful other project, like as a color in a project, but I don't know that I want to have a whole vest in this color. So what do you think? Which color do you love? That orange green yarn? Orange green. Orange. This is not orange green. This is pink blue. This is pink brown. This is green, and these are purples. I don't know what you're talking about. But oh, thanks, Teresa Meganson. Welcome. String fringe also be great. Did I see somebody else come in? Did I say hi to you, B? Hi, B. With the sides, maybe don't sew them up yet, and you can always sew them up later. I like that. Frida, what yarn? Pink, blue, that. Oh, orange, green. Is it like that pink and black dress? Yeah, this is a pretty yarn, but it's too thick. I don't want to go that thick. This is like a 4 weight, and this is like a 2, and this is like a 2.5. I want to do it with this weight. What do you think? Purple variegated, purple on its own, or fuchsia? I like all 3 of them. It looks pale orange. It's more like, I guess the colors are a little off. It's more pink, like maybe, okay, I guess it's not quite salmon. It's pinker than salmon. You think fuchsia, Stacy? What do you guys think? You're good, Laura. 3 would be a breeze. Yeah, but I have another project that I have to be working on right now, remember? The museum project. I submitted my proposal for it today, So all I gotta do is wait for her reply. What do you guys think? Vote on a color. Stacy says fuchsia, so fuchsia. Frida says fuchsia, purple or variegated. Okay, so B, we've got 1 for purple, 1 for variegated, 2 for this. No, I'm not doing, oh, okay, variegated with 1 strand of fuchsia and purple fringe. I don't want it to be thick. I want it to only be 1 strand of any of these. Variegated is nice too. Purple. Oh my goodness. All 3. Yee yee. I want to do it in 1 color. Okay, so we've got, hold on. Variegated, 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 variegated. Fuchsia, fuchsia. And then we've got, so 2 for fuchsia, 4 for variegated, and purple, purple. I think that's it for, so, okay, so 3 for purple, 2 for variegated, 2 for fuchsia, 1 for, all the rest for variegated. Jeez Louise, it's hard. Which one would you wear? I'd wear all of them, honestly. I think the fuchsia would go with your hair. At this point, maybe not. This is what we're working with right now, people. There's some pink. There's just a little pink. Otherwise, it's pretty much all gone now. Variegated, as you can wear it with more items. All right, everybody, that was enough. Everybody, there was enough. No, we're not doing that one because it's too thick. That was just an example to show you the heaviness of it. So this one's like, it's too, the drape doesn't, it's not like a clothing item as much versus like, ooh, you know, like I'm folding this in my cupboard. It feels like clothes. So does this one. I do like this one. But this one's wool, so we'll come back to that when it gets a little bit chillier. Okay, so get your yarn, people. We're going to start with the tutorial portion now. I'm not going to look at the screen just for the beginning of my tutorial portion. Hey, Scrappy. So follow along. I'll check back in with the chat in a minute. I just want to have the instructions all in one sort of concise section. So for this stitch, it needs to be in multiples of 4 stitches, and then you add 2, sorry, let me see. It's in multiples of 4 stitches, and then on the foundation chain, you add 5, basically. Have you got enough of that color yarn, Laura? Yes, these were the 3 that I have more than enough of to do this project. So yes, I do believe that I do. So again, in multiples of 4, but at the end of the foundation chain, add 5. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, plus 5, 29. For our swatch, we're going to be getting started with 29 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. So there we go. I've got my 29 stitches. Again, this is just a swatch, so don't panic. It's not part of the cardigan yet. Next, we're going to, we're going to start in the 6th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do a double crochet in that stitch or in that chain. And then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to do a double crochet in that chain again. And that's our first little V. It looks kind of ugly on the foundation chain, so doing a foundation single crochet row, that's all right. But just for this one, I'm not going to do that. Then we're going to skip 3 chains. 1, 2, hold on. Did I flip here? Hold on, there's that one. That one. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets in this stitch. So 1 and 2. Then we're going to chain 1 and then do 2 more double crochets in that stitch. 1, oops, Ooh, these colors are pretty. And 2. And then we are going to skip 3 more stitches, 1, 2, and 3. And then in that 4th one, we're going to do a double crochet, chain 2, another double crochet in the same stitch. Oops. Let's finish that double crochet, chain 2, and then in the same stitch, another double crochet. And this is the pattern we're going to repeat across. So finish that. Now we're going to skip 3 more, 1, 2, 3, and then in that, why is some of them upside down? What is happening? I feel like I did something weird with my chain at some point. 1, 2, 3, there we go. So the next one, we're going to be doing 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. And then we're going to skip 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then in that next one we're going to do double crochet, and then a chain 2, 1 and 2, and then another double crochet. So there's no fancy stitches in here, it's just where you're putting which stitch that is going to make it look really cool. And then we're going to skip 3 more, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets, oops, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and hold on a sec. Sorry, I'm looking at my instructions. All right, and then in that last stitch, there's going to be 2. I miscounted somewhere. Of course I did. Hold on a quick sec, because apparently I can't count, so I have to redo my thing. I actually think I'm going to start with a foundation row also to make it a little bit easier to see, because that chain doesn't really help. So I'm going to do 29 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, oops, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 29. That's it. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So double crochet, try that again. Chain 2, double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3, oops, double crochet, double crochet, chain 1, and then 2 more double crochets in that same chain, 1 and 2. I also just realized my instructions are not the same as a Sultan Stitch, so this is not a Sultan Stitch. I just sort of switched some part of it. I'm looking now. 1, 2, 3, and then in that 4th stitch, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, so double crochet, chain 1, chain 2, and then double crochet again, and then 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna, oops, double crochet twice, chain 1, double crochet twice. The first row is not going to be as pretty. It's not going to show you how nice this is actually going to look, so don't panic. And then we're going to do, hold on, why does this happen? It makes me confused when it gets all tight. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. At the end of this row, I'll come back into the chat. I just need to get the instructions out so that I feel better about it. Double crochet. And then we're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3. In that fourth one, we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, all in the same stitch. So there's 1, there's 2, chain 1, and then 2 more in that same stitch, 1 and 2. And then we're going to skip 2 stitches, and in that third and final stitch, we're just going to do 1 double crochet. There we go. And then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to turn the work. And you can see we've got some cute little scallopy type things. Let me see. Crystal, I have to run to the post office. Ooh, hopefully you got a parcel. You should check. I'm listening here with you. Oh, hey, Blue, nice to see you this afternoon. Okay, so now we've done our chain 3. We're on row number 2. We're going to do the reverse. So in this chain 1 space, so we've got our first thing here is 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. In that chain 1 space, we're going to do double crochet, and then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to do another double crochet in that same chain 1 space. And then we're going to move right over to that next V where there are 2 chains, and in that we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, 1, 2, chain 1, 1, and 2. And then we're going to move to the next V, which is a 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. In that one, we're going to do double crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, and then another double crochet. 1. And then in the next one, guess what we're doing? We're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So basically, for the rest of this row, we're just doing the reverse of what the V below it is. I know that sounds more complicated than it is. When you look at your stitches, you're going to see a V. It's either going to be a thick V, so 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, or a thin V, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. If it's a thick V like this, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, you're doing a thin V above it. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And if it is a thin V, so that is a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, we're going to be doing a thick V in there. So that's 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Geez Louise, I hope that that's not as complicated as it sounds like it is coming out of my mouth. It's honestly a really easy repeat. And it's just a 2-row repeat for this, which makes it really nice for a large project like a cardigan or like a vest because, oh, and in that last big space, we're doing 1 double crochet. And then we're going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. And now you can kind of start to see those nice little gaps in it. And you can see those thin V, thick V, thick V, thin V, thick V. So now we're on row 3, which is going to be the same as row 1 again. So we're still just working all of the stitches from now on are only working in those chain spaces, which makes it really easy. You don't have to pay too much attention while doing it. It's not like you have to be finicky with where you put your hook. It's such a big space. So the first V here is a thick V, so that means we're doing a thin one. Double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And then the next one is a thin one, so we're doing a thick one, so that's 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochet. It's a really easy repeat, and I realize that it is not. I'm looking at the instructions I have for the Sultan Stitch and the instructions that I have for my stitch, and I didn't recognize that they aren't the same. I thought that I had just copied the Sultan Stitch and then written out, but I copied the Sultan Stitch, made a swatch, recounted my stitches, wrote out those instructions, and they turned out to just not be the same. So apologies, but it's very similar to the Sultan Stitch. It's just got a little bit of a a, a mistake, I guess. So in the Sultan Stitch, it's the same sort of concept where you're doing thick or thin. The difference, though, is that it would be an entire row of thin V's and then a row of thick V's. Thin V's, thick V's. But this way, it's putting both of them in one because I guess I just didn't really think too hard about it. And neither should you, because crochet should be fun. And if you're thinking too hard about it and it's stressing you out, then it's not good. So use a nice, easy lacy stitch like this. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1 and then 2 double crochet. So how is everybody doing this afternoon? Like I said, I got a new chicken. Honestly, I really do like the name Poppy, especially because I want to do flowers and plants. 1, 2, 3. Oh, but she's orange. What about Marigold? But I really do like Poppy. So the ones that I'm getting on Friday, I'm getting 2 more. They're going to look the same. And they are going to be white. So probably Leghorn is the breed, I'm guessing. But I haven't seen them yet, and the lady I spoke to didn't know. She said, I don't know, they're white. My husband is the one that deals with them. So they're white with a red comb. I'm imagining they're Leghorns because that seems to be one of the common egg-laying varieties. But I'm going to have 2 white chickens with red combs and I guess red feet. I don't know what their feet color is, but I don't know what to name them. I think one of them should probably be Daisy because it's like white and daisies are white. But I feel like Marigold shouldn't be just a white chicken. I do like Poppy though. I think Poppy's such a cute name. Poppy and Clover and Diane. I do love Diane. She is definitely my alpha female. I hope that she maintains alpha, and I'm sure she will, honestly, because this chicken came from a flock of 36, and the chickens that I'm getting on Friday are coming from a flock of 500. So I'm imagining that they were purchased by the farmers that I'm getting them from not a, I guess I would call it a factory farm. They said it's not a factory farm. Technically they are, what is the word? It's not free range. It's something else that's slightly less bad than in very tiny cages, but in my opinion, not that much less. Anyway though, so they are young. They have been cooped with a lot of chickens, so I can't imagine any of them are really alphas, which is good because Diane is a total alpha. And I love her. I didn't realize, like, I have just anthropomorphized them so much that it's, like, kind of comical. Like, I've just decided their whole personality traits. Lily, as in Lily of the Valley. Aw, Snowdrop for another white one. That's a flower? Ooh, that's cool. I didn't know that's a flower. Okay, so I'm on row number 1, 2, 3, 4. Row number 4, which is going to be the same as row number, hold on. No, I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on row number 5, which is going to be the same as row number 1 and row number 3. So that means we're starting with a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and then the next V is going to be 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. But, okay, so pros and cons of the chickens I'm getting on Friday. The pros, they are $10 each. They are just under a year old, which means they still have lots of laying left in them. And they are very close by, very close to where I live, which is like a good benefit because then I don't have to like travel far for them. Cons, they grew up with many, many chickens. They were likely raised with antibiotics, which honestly, it doesn't really bother me, antibiotics in meat. It bothers me when it's used unnecessarily. Like if I had a sick chicken, I would want to get her antibiotics. You know what I mean? Like to treat a pet, I would want to use antibiotics, but to just mass antibiotic a whole bunch of animals, I don't love that. So I don't know which it was, but they are considered on the farm that they came from initially is an organic farm, but that doesn't mean that they aren't being given organic, like considered organic stuff. You know what I'm saying? So basically, there are pros and cons. The cons, like I said, they grew up in a large group. So they're probably a lot smaller than if they grew up in a small group and were getting like adequate sunlight, feed, and like space. Because chickens don't want to be stuck with that many chickens. Another pro, 1, 2, 3, because the farmer is my neighbor, she she said, I'll go out into the barn and I'll pick 1, 2, a couple of beautiful fat feathered ladies for you. So hopefully that goes through that way. Look at the way this is pooling. Isn't that kind of cool? It's like striped where the blue is. So yeah, cons that. Too many birds in one spot, probably smaller, probably not as pretty as Diane and Clover because they were fully like pets. They were like, there were only 2 of them in their home. The person who owned them just the previous night had purchased 2 more hens, Silkies. But before that, it was just Diane and Clover. So they are big, fat, beautiful, feathered goddesses. And the new one we got, which I'm honestly, Poppy's really sticking with me, Candace. The new one, let's just call her Poppy. Honestly, Alex will like it. The new one, Poppy, she was among a lot of birds and she looks sketchy. She looks like a fighter. She looks like tough. Her comb is full, so she's not been like fully brutaled or anything. She still has a full comb. Her beak is clean and clear. Her eyes are clean and clear. Her vent is clean and clear. She's healthy, but she's sketchy. She looks like a scrappy little chicken. I said to my mom, it looks like a chicken in the Dominican Republic. Does that make sense? Like, have you ever seen like, or I don't know, that's just my context. You know, like chickens where it's just like running around like the town. Like it's, when I gave her a bath when we got home, her legs are like rock solid. Like this chicken is a runner. And the farmer said, I clipped her wings this morning, so she shouldn't get away from you. So I guess that she is an escape artist. 1, 2, and 3. Lily is like, to me, a possible child name though, so I can't use Lily. Poppy is also really cute, but I'm not going to use that, I don't think. But anyway, so for the birds coming on Friday, they are probably going to be skittish, which is fine with me because they can like live out their life and chill out over time, or they can just be skittish birds. They'll still lay eggs and they'll still receive like my affection and food. So their personalities are, it's good if they're all different. Ideally, I would love if they were all cuddly little babies, but you know, these ones are close by. A farm that I have already heard of and visited, so I feel good about that. And also, I spoke to the farmer's wife for like half an hour on the phone, and we gossiped about all the different kinds of chickens, and so I feel pretty good about it. Brittany, hello, good afternoon. So, I don't know where I was going with that. Poppy looks a little rough, basically. She's just a little rougher. She's small. She's gonna take some time. Like, she's missing a lot of feathers in places where it looks like she had been pecked. Like, her feather, the areas that aren't feathered aren't just pink, they're red. So it looks like she was low on the pecking order. Oh, that's what it was. Diane will be able to maintain her alpha status because I think when these new ones come on Friday, they will also be like betas. So I'm thinking that they will, I don't know, like submit to Diane. And I think Diane is just going to be our head chicken, which I think is amazing because she's the only one with a human name. It's been like a minute since I could make the live. Brittany, I'm glad you're back. How are you doing? And I'm at the end of the row, so I'm going to chain 3 and turn around. So you can see what it's coming like now. I do like that color. That is nice. That group of colors, I suppose. So I think, should I make the whole swatch? I probably should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 3 more rows anyway. Oops, I missed a stitch. Good thing I distracted myself. I'm doing okay. It's a whole lot going on. Oh, well, if you want to share, I'd love to hear about it. And if not, then I send good vibes to you and hope that things settle down. 1, 2, 3, unless it's like a lot, you know. If it's a bad a lot, then I hope that you find the strength to hold on and handle it. 1 and 2. And again, if you want to share, we're here for that. So 2 white chickens. What are we thinking? I think Daisy is a nice name. What else do we have? We've got 1. I bet Brittany must be hard right now. Indeed. I feel like I'm kind of set on Daisy, but not totally. I mean, Rose could be. I don't know about Snowdrop, you know? They're still protesting and rioting in the city I work for. Day 6. Oh my goodness. That's scary. Are you able to maintain your own safety? Like, are you at risk, or are you participating, or are you shut in at home to stay safe? Like, what's your vibe? And also, again, sending strong vibes. How's the ambulance for the... Oh, right! Oh, okay. So, yep, that would be a lot. I get how you could call that a lot. Jeez Louise, that must be scary. I second Scrappy's sentiment. 1 and 2. Yeah. So if we go with Daisy, I know I'm just switching back and forth in topics here. If we go with Daisy for one of the white chickens, what do you think for the second chicken? The second white chicken. Probably they're going to look very similar. We had 2 off. Oh my gosh, they're both stable now. Jeez Louise. That's so scary, Brittany. Well, thank you for being on the front line protecting people. Your job is more important than ever now, keeping people safe. Frisia. Can I be honest with you, Candace? I don't like Frisia. The name Frisia, I mean. I don't like how it sounds. I don't think I'll remember it. I feel like it needs to be more common than that. Like Clover and Daisy. Chickens are a much better topic. Well, chickens are a fun topic, and naming chickens is a lot of fun. Now that I will have 5 as of Friday, I am going to hold out and spend money when a Easter egger, olive egger, what is it called? Barred rock, or another black, what is it called? Australorp. I will hold out for one of those breeds of chicken. I didn't really care, but now that I have the chicken number that I want, I can, and I got them for very, very good, a very good deal. So far, can I just tell you how good I am at finding a deal? I am like the frugalist. Is that a word? Frugalist. I'm the most frugal person when it comes to online shopping and like Kijiji shopping, which is like, someone already said Lily, and I said Lily is on the list of children's names, so I can't use it. Thank you, Nancy, though. And hold on, Penny, are you just doing V-stitch? No, well, yes, but I'm doing a V-stitch with 2 double crochets and then a V-stitch with 1, okay, so it's 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, or double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So it's kind of, it's like a variation. It's a variation of a V-stitch, a variation of a Sultan Stitch. Petunia. I like the name Penny, Lori, but I think I'll hold out for a like red or orange one because I like that name. I think Penny is a very cute name, and I like it on the list. But Penny isn't a flower. I don't know why, but now that we've got the theme of flowers, it makes me need it to be a flower. So Magnolia. Aw, little Maggie. And I like the name Maggie too. I'd end up calling her Maggie, let's be honest. That's fine though, Maggie can be a name. I was gonna say Sultan has 4 double crochet, but you changed it up, coolio. Yeah, well it has 4, but there's a chain 1 in between the 2. So it still is a V. We can call it Fat and Thin Sultan V stitch. It's both of those stitches, just in a different order than other ways, I guess. Anubis is an aquarium plant. Anubis. Anubis is a boy's name to me. Anubis is also the name of the jackal. What is it? The Egyptian dog. Is it a jackal? So, Susan. Black-eyed Susan. Oh. But again, yeah, I like it, but it's a adult woman name, which I feel like Diane is occupying that niche now. 1, 2, 3. Although we can do women's names and flowers, you know, like Rose, Susan, Heather, Laura. Did you know there's a flower called Laura? I don't know. God of mummification. Thank you, Candace. Fun facts coming out here. I like Susan. Trying to catch up with stuff at home. Have a good day. Blue, I missed a bunch of your comments. I'm pretty sure I missed. I did not think you wanted to speak about it, so I'm not talking about the last week. Thank you, Blue. It's not that I don't want to speak about it. It's that I have talked about it. It did end up getting demonetized yesterday. So, yes, yeah. I do want to do a tutorial, basically. Rose or tulip? Ooh! Tulip is cute. Little Tula. Tulip. Rose. Okay, what other... Not leaving, just working at home, I understand. Oh, okay, good, good. Okay, good. I'm glad that you're not leaving. I'm glad you're here. Okay, what about... Well, there's that snowball tree. I'm trying to think of other flowers that my mom grows. It doesn't have to be a flower. I guess it can be a plant because clover isn't a flower. It has a flower, but it's not one. So we could have like hosta for a hostel one. Button for bachelor's buttons. I do like button. That's a cute one. I also really like penny. Is there a flower that's like a penny that has penny in it? Rosemary, aw, little rosemary. I think that would be cute too. What color would rosemary? I think if we get an olive egger, we should name that one rosemary. I guess it doesn't need to be a white flower. We could just do any flower because clover is not green. Clover is, in fact, brownish red or dark brownish with gold. She's very pretty. Clover's a very pretty chicken. Okay, rosemary, rose, Susan, black-eyed Susan. What else? I like magnolia. I don't know if I want to say it over and over again. Because I very much talk to these chickens. I must have you know. 2 and 3. Peony is close to penny. Peony. 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 Because I go like, hi Diane, hi Clover, and I go, hey ladies. Like, I think that Poppy fits well with that. Keep giving me suggestions. I need you guys to keep just, we'll figure out 1, 2. It's like, I think that when I hear the name, like when Candace wrote Poppy, I was like, yup. I tried to be like, maybe we'll think of something else. But as soon as I saw that one, it like fit. I mean, obviously we're going to have to consider how the chickens look when they get here. Like in my head, I'm like, they're white. We can pick based on that. But I mean, like, Poppy's a good name for this chicken because she's kind of like, looks like she's ready to pop off, if you know what I'm saying. She's like, she's sketchy. She's just running around with her, like, she's all twitchy and she's scared of me still. I don't know. The other chickens weren't like that when I brought them home. So I think Poppy works. I missed you guys. You're lovely bits in my days. Oh, Blue, we missed you too. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're here. I love you guys. I love being able to come here and get chicken name suggestions while we crochet together. I feel like there should be one with just a random name that doesn't match. We have one already. Diane. We have Diane. So Diane is our random named chicken, and I love her, but her name is Diane. And I think it's hilarious. I always wanted to have a black cat named Diane, but I don't have a cat, so instead I have a black chicken named Diane. And I really like her, and she tolerates me. And I'm cool with that because she's meant to have an attitude. She's so cool. I love these chickens already. Like Diane and Clover, if they didn't like Poppy, I'd be like, sorry, Poppy. Diane and Clover are now my pets. Also, we got 2 eggs from them today, and I made them a new nest box, which they both prefer, I found out, because as soon as I put the nest box in, both of them went in there and laid their egg. And usually I don't get an egg from them until the afternoon. 1, 2, 3. I think it's just because they were like, I don't really want to lay an egg in there. Whereas now they're like, ooh, cozy. I think I'll lay an egg in there. Okay, Tomato, for the one with a silly personality. Mater. What other vegetables? I guess we could do vegetables. Not really. They don't sound cute. They also have to sound cute. They have to have that feeling, you know? That feeling when you hear a name like the name Maggie for an old dog. Like, when you see an old black lab named Maggie, it just, Maggie's such a good girl, you know? It's like how that fits. I feel like Penny has that energy for me. Poppy has it. Of course, Diane has it. I really did like Clover. I think Clover was a great name. And Clover is also such a good name for that chicken. We're still naming chickens. Do chickens respond to their names? They can learn up to 30 words, Scrappy. They recognize faces, and it's a huge number of faces, like up to 200 faces or something like that. And they recognize faces despite outfit changes. So like if you're wearing a large brim hat, they still know it's you. And yes, 30 words they can understand and respond to. So yes, I would imagine as long as you have less than 30 chickens, all of the chickens should know all of the chickens' names. Do you know what I mean? Verbena. Oh, Penelope. Penelope. Is Penelope a flower? Can somebody find out if there's a flower called Penelope? Oh, but I guess that's Penny, right? Oh, Penelope is such a good name. Little Penelope. And I made it. What about Tussie? Tussie. Oh, hi, Wendy Jo, by the way. Tussie. We're trying to stick to plants or flowers. Did you mention something about... Oh, Violet! Violet! Okay, hold on. I'm just going to write these down, the ones that I really like. Violet, Poppy, Penny. I think those are the ones I still like. Penelope is a flower, so Penny could be Penelope, but a flower. Darn, spell check. Tootsie. Little Tootsie. Is Tootsie a flower? You might not have been here when I was saying that. I'm aiming for Rose Penelope. Oh, right. I like Rosie. What do you guys think of like Rosie? Little Rosie. Rosie Rose. Maybe for somebody. Okay, so I have... Uh-oh. Here's the problem, guys. I have... Oh, wait. Daisy. I like Daisy, too. I also like Pansy. I think that I like these Y names. I feel like I'm... Matcha is green tea. Aw, matcha. I don't hate that, honestly. Matcha. What weight is the yarn you're using? Technically, a 3, but in reality, we determined this morning it's more like a light 3 or a heavy 2. Does that make sense? A weight of 2. It's like a sport weight. All right, so there's my swatch. That's the size that I needed for the swatch because I'm trying to keep... Are you swatching or are you starting the pattern? I'm just swatching, just so that we have a swatch in the actual yarn that I'm going to use for the pattern. Now I'm gonna start the pattern. So here's my swatch, so that I can show you the gauge on the actual piece. Okay. Here we go. When you get a rooster, Earl of Grey. Oh my gosh, that's actually so funny. I hate Earl Grey though. It tastes like poison. Okay, so you do a 4" by 4", right? Is it 5" by 5" or 4" by 4"? And how do you write down gauge? Because I'm going to write it down so that I can put it in the actual final pattern, which there's going to be. If it's 4 inches, that makes it... Sorry, I don't know how to do it with this. Can I just say I've missed you all very much. Brittany, I'm glad you're back. And I'm glad you missed us, because that'll make sure that you always come back, because we all need each other. All right, so if that's where 4 is, of course, my book would be in the way. And that's where 4 is. Okay. That's gorgeous, Laura. Thank you, Blue. And okay, oh, hi, V. This pattern is a whole bunch of V's. Okay, so help me out here. People who know what to do about gauge, what do I do now? Because am I counting the chain stitches? Am I counting the repeat of the V? I don't understand exactly what I'm supposed to be counting for this, like for the gauge, to give you the accurate gauge. 2020 has been a turd. Facts. I made a therapy appointment for the first time. I'm hoping it'll get me back. Yes, Queen, you are on a very good track. Do that. Yes, therapy. I also need to book therapy. I haven't gone in like 2 months now, and I think a good idea. I get it, it's stitches per inch, Candace, but stitches per inch is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, 1 stitch, or is that 5 stitches? Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's 5 stitches, but it's all in like one thing. It's how many stitches per inch. But again, chain stitches, I guess it's, okay, so if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so 20. And how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 20 stitches by 9 rows, 4 by 4 gouge. I know it's pronounced gauge. Does that make sense? Is that correct? Because that is how I'm understanding it. Also, it's time for me to cross my legs. It's that time in the video, friends. Leg crossing time. All right, so there is our gauge swatch with a 4.5 millimeter hook, and it's the amount of stitches per 4 inch and the amount of rows per 4 inch. Thank you, Whisper. Then I did it correct. So now we can actually jump in to getting started on it. So I'm not gonna lie, I was just doing swatches all day. So if we are going to be doing, not all day, but you know what I mean. I didn't write out a pattern yet, as you can see. Do you like my eraser, Frida? Okay, so if we're doing a shape that is gonna have, are we gonna have shaping on the armpit like a sweater? Is it gonna be like this? Or are we just gonna keep it straight on the side? It'll be easier if we keep it straight, but it is doable to have it not straight. So I'm gonna draw out the pieces so that you can see what I mean. I mean, it might be obvious what I mean, but I don't know. Gauge is black magic, I don't understand. Same, Brittany, same. I don't understand it either, but I feel like I've been getting by really easily without understanding it, and then people will comment on all of my videos being like, this should have been done counted before starting the pattern so you can count out the stitch and row count by the pattern pieces. Should have been done counted before starting the pattern. It is done. I haven't started the pattern. I just did the gauge. I just did swatches. Whisper, I haven't done the, I just drew what I think the pattern will look like. I'm medical times. Deep armholes were called devil's windows. Deep armholes. What's a deep armhole? Devil's windows? I need therapy myself. Heck yeah you do, Bo. We all do. Beautiful, beautiful rabbit. Perhaps when things get easier in other areas of life. Currently hooked to a heart. Okay, well yeah, maybe after you are a little more stable. Deep swoop, I mean. Hold on. A deep swoop, okay. I break therapists, so I try not to subject them to that trauma. So only when the doc orders now. I guess I should have gone into therapy, but used to do focus groups sometimes. That's kind of cool. An armhole where you can see the shape of the woman. Oh, those are not good ones. And also, Devil's Window. I wonder why it would come up with that name. Because boobies. Hold on. I've always wanted to design patterns, but writing gauge for what I create has always been a roadblock. I just never did write gauge. I'm going to be honest. I just instead made the best that I could and hoped that it would turn out like I wanted, and then hoped that other people would be able to figure it out. But lately, people have been commenting, what's the gauge for this? I'm like, I don't know. Pretty easy? I would gauge it at pretty easy. That's how I hear gauge when I... Okay, so if we have a shoulder, do we want it to be a drop shoulder or an actual tight vest? Because we could have it be like a drop shoulder vest. That would just be 2 rectangles, though. I think that we should do some shaping. So let's do like a shoulder, and then we'll have this nice wide body piece. Like that. We'll be doing 2 of this shape with that gauge. So let's see if that's how big. Oh, I understand. Armpits and no deodorants. Devil's Windows. You know, they became drunks or needed help after my sessions. Oh, you guys, my poor therapists. My poor therapists are like, nothing's wrong with you. Why are you making your life so much harder than it is? Your life is not that hard. I feel like that's what happens when I leave. They're like, wow, that's dramatic. Or at least that's how I feel they would feel. Okay, so let me think about my measurement. Let me grab, you know what? Let's just do a whole design here. I'm gonna be accurate, and then people will be like, wow, that girl knows how to do stuff. All right, here we go. I've got my measuring tape for my size, which I will, I guess, adjust, because now I can adjust it because I know how many stitches and rows, which is cool. First responders famous for breaking therapists. The place I'm going to is specialized for fire, police, EMS. They do riding. Ooh, that's nice. Equine therapy. Okay, so if that's what, here we go. The top, we want it to be, actually that might be good for the top. I think 4 inches would be good. So this can be, if that's like 4 inches by 4 inches, each of these. I know this is like not the correct way to do it, but we're just gonna go with it, okay? Each one of these little squares is gonna be 4 inches by 4 inches, which will make it easier for me to determine, hopefully, easier for me to determine how wide I need it to be. From my side seam to where I want it to be in the middle of my body, I would say it's 12 inches. So if that's 4, 8, then we already know we're gonna need 3 blocks worth. See, so my diagram isn't accurate yet. Ooh, this is kind of fun. Gauge is important for sizing garments and sweaters. Well, we're gonna be doing that this time, Scrappy. So hold on to your, I was gonna say butts, but I don't know how that sounds anymore. Okay, hold on. I want the vesty, I want this part to be beginning to increase really early in the vest, so I don't want to, like, my other idea was to just like do that, but I think that might be, it might be okay, because that would be 4, 8 inches up, because we're making it long, remember. Let's see how big 8 inches is from my lower hip. 8, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. See how big 24 is. Is that long enough? Oh my goodness, 24 is almost long enough. We need it to be 1 more long. Ooh, this is fun. Look at it's gonna be so much more organized and sizable now because you'll just be able to add for sizing. So this is gonna be 12 inches. And then 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Did we say 28 would be good enough? Is that what I just said? 28, let's see. From shoulder, yeah, 28 is gonna be perfect. 28 inches. And then I need a little spot for the shoulder to start. I do need that. But I could even do, I don't know, maybe it should just increase right away. No, it shouldn't. So if that's where we're at and that's where we're going. I'm not gonna lie, this makes me feel like I understand things differently and better. Okay, so the only things that are going to be a little bit weird are these. I feel like that one could just, sorry guys. Let me just sort my life out here for a sec. No, that doesn't make it to there. So yeah, those ones are gonna be where we're gonna have not just the gauge. We have different stitch count for your sizes. Yes. I don't know how yet, Scrappy, but yes. My clothing designer heart is cringing something fierce. Really? Is it wrong? Am I doing it wrong? I don't think it's that bad, right? Because this is 29 stitches, so I could just do multiplying, can't I? So if I'm doing, okay, so it's multiples of, what did I say? Multiples of 4. And in mine, I ended up, I already don't remember. 20 stitches gives me 4 inches. So, okay, so that's fine. So 20, so I could do that in my head, times 3, 60, but then we have to add 5 at the end of the foundation row. So it's gonna be a chain 60 to get 12 inches, and we're gonna need 9 rows, 9, 18, 27, 27 rows before we start our decrease, and the total will be 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63 rows for the total. Is that not good? Shoulders, chest, waist, and hip. I don't know. I'm making, this is like a super, there's not shaping on it. Look, the armpit is just gonna sew right here, and the shoulders there. There's not gonna be any, this is also 4 inches. I don't know, I think that's could make something based on this. Like, not based on this yet, but I mean, it's gonna be 63 rows total. There's going to be a whole lot of decreases or increases, decreases that I don't know how to do yet, but I'm going to figure out. But these first block of rows I feel pretty good about, and we need to make 2 of those because that'll be both sides. Have you measured the 4 body lines so that it fits? Shoulders, chest, waist, and hip. I guess let's measure the chest. Chest is, what? That can't be accurate. No, that's not right. Hold on a sec. Don't make me feel bad about myself. Okay, that's better. Okay. 34. And then 26. And then sorry, I'm doing my hips now. This one's going to be the big number. 34, 26. Oh, that's not bad. 34, 26, 37. That's me. Anyway, 34, 26, 37. So I need it to be 12 inches. I'm going to have 2 of those, which is going to make 24. And then the back is going to also be 24, which will make it 48. Therefore, it'll fit that. The waist is going to be just slightly less. Let's say If this is the halfway point, that makes sense. So 4, 8, 10. 10 is 20 plus 24 is 44, bigger than 26, so we're good. And then the chest won't matter because it's not covering the chest, it's a vest. Yeah? Does that sound good? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Also, this is how you know I'm violently pear-shaped. It's like this is my shape at the bottom of my hips. It's just violent. What's everyone else working on? I'm doing a baby blanket for a friend. Oh, cool. I had a pot of coffee in the fridge left over, made an iced coffee. 10 out of 10, recommend. What is 11 inches wider than your hips? Hold on. That is 11 inches wider than your hips and would look way oversized. Okay. I guess I should know. I can figure out what a small, medium, and large is now, though. So for mine, okay. So if it's my waist isn't realistic because my hips are so much larger than my waist. So I'm gonna base my whole measurements on my hips. If my hips are 37, let's just say 40 because I don't want it to be tight at all. So I'm not into that. So let's say 40 so that there's looseness. That means we want the back to be 20 and we want the front to be 10 inches and 10 inches. Right? That's okay. So 12 inches puts us here. 4, 8. And then we could just do 10. Shave some of that off. Whisper, my crochet designer is cringing. That's all right. We're gonna figure this out. See, this is why I need you. We figure this out together. It's gonna be a really good project, I'm pretty sure. Still, this is correct, 27, and 28, I still like 28. Right, 12, yeah, that's not even 3 feet. That sounds right, 20 and 20. Okay, good. So that means it's going to be 10 inches, which is going to be, how many stitches was it again? 20 something? 20, 40, and then 10. So it's going to be 50 stitches for the bottom plus 5, which is going to make it 55. So it's going to be chain, well, it's not that far off. It was going to be chain 60, now it's chain 55. Knitting, crocheting flowers, and 2.5 swatch sizes. Exactly. Okay, chain 55, good. And then we're gonna, maybe we should go higher with the, I'm trying to think of where is my boobs on this shoulder thing? Hold on. Where do my boobs end? At the bottom of my boobs is 14 inches down. So 4, 8, 12. And I want it to be under, really? Top of the shoulder to the under boob is 14 inches. So 4, 8, 12. This is where the under boob is. Top of the boob is, well, not top, the part where I want it to tie up is like 12, so 4, 8, 12. So, okay. So that is a good spot actually, where it should tie. Because I don't need any shaping in the waist, I don't think. I don't think I want any shaping in the waist. And that means still this. So these ones are going to be half swatches and nothing else changes here. Okay, well, we're still kind of all right. 2.5 swatch sizes. Okay, so we're going to be starting with a chain of 55 and we're going to do 27 rows of just the repeat that we did here. So let's start with that chain of 55. Oh my gosh, I'm actually excited. It feels like I know what's going to happen before it happens, which is not how I usually crochet. Usually I crochet and go, I hope it turns into something properly. All right, let's try this. 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, but wait, for this pattern repeat to work, it needs to be multiples of 4 plus 5 on the foundation chain. So multiples of 4 is 20, 40, 50. That's not a multiple of 4. You know what I'm saying? So, so 52, we'll do 52, which is kind of, which would make it 57. So it is going to be a little bit oversized. Either that or it's going to be slightly undersized, right? And I don't want that. But my waist is smaller and it's not going to be sewn together after the hip. So I can probably get away with going down a size. So 20, 40, 50, but we can't do 50. What's the next one? 48. So we'll do 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. So chain 53, 50, 48 plus 5. So we're going to do 53. Let's try this again. Crochet stretches. Let's go smaller. 48 plus 5, 53. To have multiples of 4 plus 5. Thank you. Sometimes math is hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, Frida, 26, 27, 28, 29, hey baby, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, plus 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to work in the 6th chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do in the 6th chain. Here we go. You don't know the struggle I went through to pass math. I feel like I might know the struggle you went through because I only took math because my best friend Carly took math. That was the reason I took math. Not because I had any interest or strength in it. I'm good at statistics, not math. Crochet stretches go smaller. Good call. And have you done any more dyeing yet, Laura? No. Learning together. Yes, absolutely, Brittany. Not yet. No, I haven't yet, but I do have yarn, so I'm ready to. Okay, and then we're gonna skip 3, 1, 2, and 3. Why does it look weird when I'm doing it like this? Does anybody else have that happen? It stops making sense somehow. Like, did it go backwards at some point? Am I upside down? You know? Okay, 1, 2. What is happening? 1, 2, and 3. There's the 4th. I don't know why. Sometimes it just stops looking like it makes sense. Bonk. Bonk? What's bonk? Frida, cappuccino is awesome as well. Cappuccino is awesome. And math is always hard. I am great with math, but patterns just give me a headache. Well, they're no more. I'm going to make this pattern so good. And the math is going to be awesome. Something went bonk. Oh, Alex came home. He He was at Canadian Tire getting something. 1, 2, 3. He is allowed to go out now because he was going crazy, so he needed to be able to go out. Oh, that's why I started working. I hate when I do that, when I make it upside down at some point. 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one. There. I hate working on an upside down chain. It doesn't work as well for me. 1 and 2. So I'm doing that same pattern that I did in that swatch. I'm just doing it on a larger scale right now. So I hope that is making sense. 1, 2, 3, and then there. Yeah, Alex came home. That was the bonk. Bonk. And then another one. Starbucks used to do a holiday flat white. Oh, that was so good. They discontinued a year ago. What's in a holiday flat white? Flat white is one of the only, something keeps happening here with my chain. I think I'm twisting it while I'm working. Sorry, I'm not looking what I'm doing, and I think that's throwing me off. Let me just twist it back to how it goes. I wish I could just do a foundation chain, but actually, I think I can do a foundation chain. But it would be a foundation chain of 48, right? Yeah, let's do that. I don't really want anything else than coffee and plant milk in my coffee. That's reasonable. Oops. Sorry that I keep restarting everybody. It's just because I keep changing my mind, and that is what happens when I do things live. So that is what's happening. Okay. So if I'm doing 48 stitches, if I'm going to do single crochet, then I need to start with 49. Good. Okay, so chain 49. Single crochet second from the hook, across, chain 5. All right? Sorry, I'm trying to think here. No. Chain 1, 2. Yeah. Hold on one sec. Just let me figure out my life here. If that's the end of the 48, so chain 3. Okay, chain 3. 49. Multiple of 4 stitches, and then plus 5, so it'll be 49, which will make it 48, and then at the end of that, it'll be a chain 3, no. Just give me a sec here, people. I'm figuring out what my life is about here. Okay, yeah, chain 3. Skip first 2 stitches, and then repeat the pattern across, and chain 3. And then, so that's row 1, row 2, and then 3 to 27 will still be a repeat 2. Don't worry, I will tie this out. I thought it was in 30 minutes. What is? Frida, your way of drinking is fine. Nothing wrong with wanting your coffee a certain way. I'm looking forward to Obama. He's going to speak in a bit. It'll be refreshing to hear a person. Sorry, Lori, my mom, my little sister. Somebody's giving away a rooster. Do you want it? No. Runs to CNN. It was in 30 minutes. It's now. Okay, well, put it on. And Dina, it's always the good things that get discontinued. So this is the back part. Will it be in 3 sections? No, this is the front part, Lori. This is one front piece. We're going to do 2 of those. The back part is just going to be a rectangle, which is going to be fun and easy. And the rectangle will be 5 swatches big. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay, hold on. 100 stitches. So 101 chains, single crochet across, and then chain 3 at the end, and then repeat that pattern. So the back is going to be an easy rectangle. The front is where I'm trying to sort my life out. Okay, so for the first, geez Louise, Laura, I apologize, you guys, for this bonanza. Just such a good tutorial, but it will be. It's going to be a good project, so it's worth all the stress of figuring this out. And by tomorrow, I will have the actual pattern properly written. So thank you for that gauge idea. It definitely made it easier than just guessing. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 49. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and now I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then I'm going to single crochet across. Alternatively, you could do a single crochet foundation chain of 48, but I do not excel at those. They never look the way that I think they're supposed to, so I'm just going to do a single crochet across. And that is going to just hold my pattern straighter and nicer, I hope. So yes, chain 49, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, single crochet across, at the end of the row, chain 3. That is the step 1. And we'll see if I'm right about that. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. I feel pretty good about that instruction. But I am going to write these down. There's going to be written information, you guys. How cool is that? And I'm even going to put like do a gauge swatch. What? I think I'm going to start doing a gauge swatch every time now. That made it a lot easier to imagine the flat piece. That's probably why people do that. They're onto something, those crochet people. It's really hot in here again. Humid, I should say. I wonder if my chicken, the new one, little Poppy, is gonna lay an egg today, or if she already did at her old home, or if she won't for a couple days because it's very stressful moving to a new home with new sisters. I guess we'll see. I'll watch the Obama thing later because I can't talk and listen at the same time. Okay, I'm almost done this row, which is great because then I will be able to find out if what I'm doing is correct. I feel like it is, but you never know, you know? Ooh. Somebody in there. That's a car going quickly on our road. This is pretty fun. I've been thinking about trying to write patterns. It's fun going through the process as a group. I agree, and it's also fun because it's easier to figure out the solution. Like, if I'm doing this on my own, I would be stressed and making a whole bunch of, like, rough copy things. Whereas with you guys, having you here, some of you have done it before. Like, Whisper, you already knew the answers, so it was like, I don't know. more fun. I think it's more fun. Also, other exciting news, my work garden has a whole bunch of little baby veggies. Oh, that is nice news. What kinds of veggies are in your work garden, Brittany? And everybody, if you're making a garden this year, or if you've made a garden this year, what have you got planted? I've got so many plants now. And my mom was like, do you want to come pick up some more kale? I'm like, nobody wants your kale, Mom. Because it's a fact, nobody wants kale. Except for like the 4 vegans who like kale. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I made it to the end of my first row, chain 3 and turn. And now I've got this nice, oh, let's try that chain 3 again, Laura. I'm planting sweet peas. Oh, I have sweet peas planted. 1, 2. Oh, how about sweet pea? Let's write that as a name. Aw, sweet pea. Wouldn't that be cute? Chickens want kale. Exactly. That's the only reason I'm growing it, Frida. I'm growing 1, 2. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 green kale and 6 red kale. I don't like kale. Okay, so there we go. I'm the crazy lady at the grocery store buying pounds and pounds of kale. Well, plant one this year, Crystal, in like a garden box and just put it on the front porch, like a house plant. All right, so chain 3 at the end of that first row. Then we're going to skip the first 2 stitches and we're going to start that pattern. So double crochet in that 3rd stitch, chain 2. Yeah, this is gonna look a little better. This is gonna be a little bit more substantial at the base. I like that. Okay, so double crochet, 2 chain, double crochet, skip 3, 1, 2, 3. In that 4th stitch, 2 double crochet, and then a chain 1, and then 2 double crochets again. I love kale, Laura. Well, Blue, I'm not gonna lie, I think you're on your own. I mean, I love you, but I can't. Kale, it tastes like, maybe baby kale, maybe like when it's in a salad box, you know, like when you buy the 1, 2, 3. If you buy like the plastic container of baby greens, I'll eat that kale without like complaining. I can't tell you the number of plants I've killed. Rip, poor little things. Frida, I know you're with Blue. That's why I said the select vegans. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, and now I'm gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and I'm just repeating that same pattern that we did for the swatch all the way across, in case it wasn't already very clear. At home I did a salad garden with spinach, romaine lettuce, butter lettuce, collard greens, and turnip greens that are doing phenomenal. That's awesome! I have, hold on, romaine lettuce, butter lettuce, collard, hold on, no, not collard, I don't have collard. I have Swiss chard, red and green. I don't have spinach because I've never succeeded with spinach. It always bolts before I've harvested any. It's like it bolts in the first 4 days somehow. 1, 2, 3. And I never have succeeded with spinach. Also, the texture of like homegrown spinach, for some reason, it didn't blend well for smoothies and it turned into like slime. 1, 2, 3. And like part of the summer, I was like, am I even eating the right plant? Did I pull out the spinach and I'm eating the weeds now? Because this is nasty. It's the last time I grew it. Oh, hey, Nikki. Nice to see you. Welcome and good afternoon. Beautiful friends. I've missed y'all. We've missed you too, Nikki. We're just talking about what we've planted in our gardens. And I have a lot of kale, Swiss chard. 1, 2, 3. Red kale, green kale, Swiss chard, red, Swiss chard, green, and the lettuces. The lettuces I think I'll probably use some of, but still, most of the green veggies. Oh, it's really insightful. I'm glad, Bola Pen, that that's what you agree with also. 1, 2, 3. Most of the greens in my garden I planted for the chickens. I really like my chickens. I think that they're my pets. The 3rd chicken. I like the name Poppy. I think I'm already sold on it. I said, Alex, what do you think? And his first suggestion, 1, 2, 3, was like it was not, I love Alex, not great at naming things, but he's not good at doing anything on the spot. Like if you say like, Alex, I need you to pick a color, he'll be like, like he can't just 1, 2, 3. He can't do it right on the spot. He needs time to think about stuff to get a good name. So I think I'm just going to take over naming. because he doesn't seem to mind that I named the other ones. But with your help, so you guys are helping name, you guys are naming them, so really I'm not taking over it. I'm just opening it up to more people. I don't garden yet. I plant beautiful flowers. Well, maybe 1, 2, 3. Maybe in one of your flower boxes, just throw a kale in there. Thelma and Louise. Stacy, cute names, definitely. 1, 2. But I'm trying to stick to plants, flowers, vegetables. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hold on, Laura. Did I? There's 1, 2 there. 1, 2, 3 there. All right, hold on. And then we'll do 1, 2. Yeah, I messed up. I should do it properly. I really should. I'm gonna rage. So. $50. I should have known that. Laura, why are you doing this to yourself? So chain 50, single crochet into the second chain from the hook, single crochet across, skip the first 2, chain 3 at the end. That is going to give us what we want, Laura, not 49. Do you want to do 3, 4? No, it shouldn't. It should be chain 49. Why am I at the wrong number? Did I miscount something? I have to go over my steps. Skipped 1, skipped 2, good. 1, 2, 3, 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 good. 1, 2, 3. So that should be good, but there should be 2 on the end. So what did I do here? Because that 1 on the end, after we do those 4, we need to skip 1. So I am short 1 chain. Now let's see if I did the right number of chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. I did 49 stitches, so it is 50. Gosh darn it, I'm sorry guys. I just am all over the place here, aren't I? Just breathe. Okay, we can do this. We need 1 more chain stitch. I wonder if I could just reverse add a chain stitch instead of going all the way back to the beginning. I think I can actually. Like that. Would anyone know? No one would know. So I'm just going to write it properly and then I'm going to fix it MacGyveredly. Here we go. I have Japanese eggplant, ooh, romaine lettuce, regular romaine, cherry tomato, oh, red romaine lettuce, cherry tomatoes, dill. Oh, I forgot to get dill! Orange thyme, orange mint, strawberries, and some more things on the side of my house that I need to move. I have strawberries on the side of my house. Okay, so there's the last real one. And then I'm putting in, sorry, I'm gonna just do like that. And then we'll chain 3. So chain 50, 1, 2, 3. Chain 50, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then single crochet across. At the end of the row, chain 3. For the next row, skip the first 2 stitches, also skip the chain 3, 1, 2. And then double crochet in the third stitch, excuse me, and then chain 2, and then double crochet again in that same stitch, and then skip 3, 1, 2, 3 in that 4th stitch, do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and then repeat that all the way across. Skip 3, double crochet in the fourth, chain 2, double crochet again in that stitch, skip 3, double crochet 2, chain 1, double crochet 2. 1, 2, 3, and then there's that fourth one. Okay, I think we're good. I need to get some chicken wire to deter rabbits and the one groundhog in my backyard. My red romaine got eaten. I have lavender as well, but it's drooping. My regular mint is drooping. I transplanted it from the side of my house. 1, 2, and I thought it would be okay. No biggie, maybe do it off camera if you need to think. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, but everything seems to be on camera during the lives. I will double test. I think it's okay. I think I've got it now. And sorry that I didn't do it off camera, but I didn't want to, like, I'm not gonna pause the live, or I guess I could. 1, 2, 3. But then I'm gonna repeat that all the way across, and now it's going to be 1, 2. Now it's gonna be right. It's gonna be the right one now. We're going to end up at the end of this row, and it's going to be exactly what we're looking for. 1, 2, 3, and then that fourth one. Ooh, I'm actually hot. Like, I'm starting to sweat, and it's been, like, pretty chill. Not chilly, but, like, mild in our house for the last couple of days. And there we go. I concentrate on my flowery bushes. My yellow rhododendron is just starting to bloom. Oh, cool. Hold on. Chicken name up a bit. It's a good one. Oh, sorry. Vidalia. My grandpa would like that. 1, 2, 3, because he has those. Vidalia. Vidalia. I don't think I would yell that name in the yard, if I'm honest. 1, 2, 3. A for effort, but I don't know that I would yell that at a chicken, which I anticipate yelling all of their names. Cluckerdoodle. We're only doing plants. Every time somebody comes in, I'm gonna just have to say it, and then I feel like I'm yelling, but I don't mean to be. Nikki, we're doing plants, flowers, food, vegetables. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we could do fruits. So like cherry. What other fruits are there? Strawberry, cherry, raspberry, blueberry, blackberry. Blackberry's cute. I know, I was trying to make you giggle. Oh, okay, cluckerdoodle. Well, cluckerdoodle, we could do 1, 2, 3 if we ever get a rooster. Because rooster can have whatever name he wants. 1, 2. You have to say it with a southern accent. Vidalia. I can't say it with a southern accent. I can't really do a southern accent all that well. And if I'm pronouncing a word that I haven't heard someone else say in a southern accent, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it comes off just kind of confused sounding, like Vidalia. So apologies, ma'am, but I can't really get Vidalia to come out sounding how I feel like it would sound if a cowboy said it. Apologies. Vansala. Hold on. Vandalia. Vandalia. 1, 2, 3. Please do not be offended if you actually have the accent that I am terribly trying to impersonate. It is done from a good place in my heart of terrible accent attempts. I love y'all no matter what. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Haha, we're at the right number. No, I don't have to talk in that accent anymore. We're at the end. I got it right this time. Okay, so that's good. So chain 50 is the correct chain. Chain 1. And then, it's Vidalia. I thought it's Dahlia, though. Vidalia. I like violet, I really do. Vidalia. Thank you guys for spelling out pronunciations for me. Okay, and skip the last, there's 2 stitches at the end of the row. You skip one stitch, and then in that last stitch, you do one double crochet. Well, you try to, if you can fit it in. There we go. Cringing. Why? Why are you cringing? Because of my terrible pronunciation or because of my pattern? Teitter. Lol. We love you here in the South. I'm just reading it like that because now it's in my head. Whisper, what are you cringing at? Wisteria. I like the name Wisteria, but it makes me think of hysteria and like wistful. That horrible accent. Whatever, man. I'm good at some stuff. If accents isn't it, wait, 1, 2, okay. If accents isn't it, that's okay. Anyway, wisteria to me sounds like hysteria. And I don't want to name my chicken Hysteria. I do bad Southern accents, make me giggle. Yeah, bad Southern accents also make me giggle, and my little sister is actually so good at any accent that she can just have me like busting up because of the way that she says things. She can do Scottish, and when she does Scottish, oh my God, it's hilarious. And she uses all the bad words properly for Scottish people, and the accent is so beautiful. She's really good at accents. Excuse me, ma'am, ain't it cute? Taters and maters. I wish that we used that here more. Excuse me, ma'am. Pardon me, ma'am. I say pardon me, especially when I'm in public. I'll say excuse me like casually, but if it's in public and I'm interacting with a stranger, it's always pardon me. My mom and dad like hammered that into us. Pardon me if you need to get around someone. Pardon me if you need to get someone's attention. So when someone says excuse me, I'm like, excuse you. So I hear it like, I hear it differently than it's maybe meant to be heard. Whereas I think if you say pardon me, very rarely will people misinterpret you for being attitudey. Pardon me, I'm just looking to get you out. Why did you stop walking on the sidewalk? Pardon me, I'm just trying to get past you. If you're going for berry name, wouldn't it be funny? Gooseberry, aw, because it's a goose, not a chicken. Gooseberry is cute. I'm growing a gooseberry, I think. No, a ground cherry. Ground cherry. We could call her ground cherry because just on the ground. Gooseberry. Is it gooseberry or gooseberry? I feel like I've pronounced it gooseberry before. Gooseberry. We could just call her Berry. Or we could call her Halle Berry. No, that's not a food. That's a person. One. What other berries are there? Blueberry doesn't really sound like a good name. But I like how blueberry sounds when you say it. Wolfsbane. Ooh, yell the name and everyone expects some big scary dog. Nope, just a chicken. Hysteria is such a great pet name, like a gecko. Yeah, Hysteria would be, or like a tarantula. This is Hysteria, my tarantula, because nobody understands her. Lori, you should name one of your tarantulas Hysteria. Does anyone own or have used a sweater knitting machine? No, but that sounds amazing. Gooseberry. A gooseberry. Thank you very much, Scrappy, for the pronunciation. And then chain one, and then there we go. We are on track here, people. This is already starting to look like a thing. No, it's not, but it will. Do you feed compost to your chickens? Heck yeah, I do. And by compost, if you mean like my food scraps, 1, 2, yes, I do. I've been removing like coffee grounds and tea, obviously, because that's like that's most of our compost is coffee grounds or tea. And by most, I mean almost all of it is tea, and then there's a little bit of coffee. But I've been giving them banana peels, which they've enjoyed ripping out all the like pith part, and then I end up taking just the outer peel away. If cucumbers go bad, which they often do, and by go bad, I don't mean like actually bad, they're just kind of like not how I want to eat them anymore. They enjoy those. I actually purchased corn for them, just like corn on the cob, and they loved it. 1, 2, 3. What else have I given them? I've crushed up their eggshells and they ate those. Look at it, that's totally good. Oh, you can't see anything. Oh, I didn't know we were completely. Ugh. Jeez Louise. Sorry, guys. I've never used a knitting machine. Me neither. I did the opposite with my Roddy. It was called Tiny, so they were looking for a little dog in this giant 140-pound Rottweiler, actually. Nikki, that don't hurt him. My grandmother literally fed hers eggshells, coffee grounds, fruit, and peels. Oh, okay. I just took them away because they left them behind, and I like rake up their crap every couple of days, so that it's like still nice grass. I know eventually they'll ruin all the grass. Okay, look, people. Here we go. We've got, it's supposed to be 10 inches. Let's see how close we got to 10 inches. Pretty sure we're a little over. Yeah, we're at 11. Oh, no, we're not. We're really, really close to 10 inches. We're at 10.5 inches. And once it's blocked, because these are going to be blocked, it's like stretched out right now. I know it'll stretch in time, but that's almost, wow, gauge is pretty accurate, you guys. Look at it. Because of that gauge, we actually got a pretty good math. Wow, I feel really cool right now. Whisper, do you see this? Does your crochet designer appreciate that I almost got my own gauge properly? Okay, so basically what I'm going to be doing tonight, no, I'm not. I think I'll do all of it on camera, because I think now that we're moving in this direction, it'll be faster. So I asked earlier, but I don't know if you saw this. Is that just the back? No, I did answer you. This is not the back. This is one of the front sides. When I answered you, I said the back is going to be 101 chain stitches across, 101 single crochets across, chain 3 at the end, and it's just going to be a rectangle up until probably like that. It's going to be a rectangle like that. Oh, that's smooth stitching and chatty. Nice, Laura. Awesome. Feeling good about it. Thanks, Blue. As long as your tension doesn't change. I mean, it definitely will, because, hello. I am not a very consistent person. But anyway, Lori, this is, the back is going to be a rectangle. This is going to be the front. So what we're working right now is down here. And we're going to do 27 rows like this, just with this 48 stitches by 27 rows. So what that's going to be for like a medium. So if we're going to do a large, you know what? Tonight I'll figure that out. I'll figure out what is needed to change the sizes. Like I'll find out online what actual sizes are supposed to be, like what inches, and then since I have the gauge, I'll figure out the stitch counts tonight, because now I've figured out this base, how I need to have more things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm going on? Gooseberries and goo, who, poo, flu, the English language, especially if you're in the UK. We're a special color with a U. Oh yeah, hold on. Who, poo, flu, the English language, especially if you're in the UK, where we spell color with a U. Canada too, Carol. We have the U's and everything. Frida, Crystal, definitely, but there was a lot to learn. It was fun though, I recommend it. Thinking of getting one. Ooh, the loom. And hold on. Did the garments turn out nice, Frida? Definitely, yes. Okay, so also, hello, Carol. So I'm going to figure out the sizes tonight. I'm going to just do, if it's okay with you guys, I'll just do extra small to extra large. Do we need anything larger than an extra large? Should I do 2XL? What do you think? Should I make it like completely accessible and do extra small to, what do other people do? 3XL? Is that a good place to stop? I feel like once I get counting, it won't be too bad. I think I'm going to buy one on eBay. I've always been interested, and I think now is the time to try it. I have an abundance of yarn lately. Cool! Yeah, Crystal, you do have an abundance of yarn lately, don't you? Okay, so I need to do extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL. I should probably just do 3XL just so that everybody can have access to it. And the medium is going to be a chain 50, which gives us, hold on, I'll just look up the sizes and I'll figure it out. It's called the Bond Incredible Knitting Machine. Oh, very cool. Guys, I'm gonna go now. It's 6 o'clock. I know this took a long time just for us to get the gauge situated, to get the pattern actually like thought out a little bit, and to name future chickens. Here are the names that I so far think are the good keepers. I did have a bunny named Blackberry, so maybe Blackberry is scratched. So cherry, sweet pea, pansy, daisy, violet, poppy, penny, and matcha. I actually think matcha is really cute, and I think Alex will really like matcha. But I think for the new chicken, poppy, honestly, pansy is getting lower on the list. I really like violet and matcha. I like penny too, though. Yes to the sizing. Okay, cool. Thanks, Blue. I also like sweet. Okay, I'm gonna think about these. I'm gonna actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a poll or something, and then you guys can vote on them too, and maybe we'll let you guys choose the final thing. Like I'll break it down to like the final 5, and then you guys will pick the final 2. Jasmine. Aw, jasmine's a nice little plant too. But that's more of an indoor plant, but still. Lavender. Little lavy. Violet, lavender. I'll write it down, but I'm gonna ponder on it. Lavender. Oh, Frida, can you send me your address, please? I don't know if you already did. I'll double check. But can you send me your address, because I'm going to the post office now. Sorry, Lori, Scrappy, V, and Frida for the delays. It's going out this afternoon. Alex and I are leaving like right after this, which is why I have to go, because our post office closes at 7, and I want to get it mailed out so that they ship tonight. But Frida, if you could send me your address, then I can send you those chapsticks. And that will be all. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this made some sense, and hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit further figured out tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do for the other front piece is I'm going to film this as a tutorial. Like I'll do the other front as an actual tutorial video, so that once this is finished, it can come out as like a really good actual video, not just a live stream. Not that the live streams aren't good. I love them. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for coming. I hope you had a good time. All those things. I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time. 8 until 9:30. We're going to hang out. As Candace has written, be kind. Drink water. Wash your hands. Be safe. Violet was my grandma's name. Carol, I love that name. Violet. Little Vi. Violet and Daisy. You like Violet and Daisy? Okay, tomorrow morning, I'll bring these all up again, and then we'll do a, as it is different on the design concept than it is on the pattern piece. Correct. Good call. Yeah, I will touch base with it. Be kind, rewind. Absolutely. Okay, sorry. What am I trying to say? Yes, wash your hands, all those things. Tomorrow we'll do votes on the names. I'll be ready. I love all of you. You too, Lori. Have a good night. Blah. Wow. ADD is starting to set in again. Okay, love you guys. I've said that like 17 times, but I really do. I'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Don't forget to like the video, comment if you've got a minute, and subscribe if you're new. Okay, now I'm done. Oh, also, thank you to my June patrons, Crystal, Susan, Lori, Teresa, Abigail, Barbara, and Anna. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. If you are someone who likes to support people on Patreon, please check the links below, where all of the ways you can support me are listed. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.